Hey everybody, it's Greg again. It's another edition of Unbreakable the podcast. It's Friday morning, September 27th. Listen, guess whose birthday it is today? Randy Bachman. Randy Bachman used to be the lead guitarist in the Guess Who, that great band from Canada. 81 years old today, and the guy's still rocking. Listen, and I'll be taking care of business. Taking care of business. That's what the Eagles are going to be doing this Sunday in Tampa Bay. Taking care of business. Getting overtime, workout. 81 years old. Randy Bachman, still a great guitarist. Still on the road. You know, a lot of these old guys, they're still rocking. They're like 98 years old and they're out there rocking. Anyway, all right, Alexa, stop that shit. There's no active call. What the hell was that? Alexa, stop. They don't make robots like they used to. I'll tell you that. Not when like I was a kid. All right, who else's birthday is today? On Friday, September 27th. Uh oh, what's her name? Gwyneth Paltrow. She's 52. Hmm. Seems like she should be older than that. She's been around a long time. Gwyneth Paltrow. She was in that movie Shakespeare in Love. Remember that movie? Um, and she did something else. She's always talking about her vagina. So I don't know. I don't want to get into that. Anyway, who else is birthday? Oh, the Do Run Run guy, Sean Cassidy, 66 years old. A lot of women had uh, posters of him on their bedroom walls. Uh, Ran around a Sunday in my heart goes to do run, 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 to do run, run. Somebody calling out her name was Jim. To do run, 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 to do run, run. That's the guy. He's 66 today. Yeah. Yeah. What else is going on? Hey, guess what? Guess what? National Day. It's National Chocolate Milk Day. Chocolate. Yes, it is. I'm gonna do my impersonation of Bernie Sanders, Senator Bernie Sanders. You ready? He always does it with the hands, you know. I they asked me one time, what kind of ice cream do you like? Do you like chocolate or do you like vanilla? I said I like chocolate better. Chocolate. Thank you very much. Thank you. I thought it was good. Anyway, it's National Chocolate Milk Day. Yes, yes. I love chocolate milk. Do you like chocolate milk? You know what kind of chocolate milk I got when I was a kid? It came in like a box. It was called Nestle Quick, Nestle. And you had to pop the top off. And you had like the end of the spoon, and you would pop the top off. And then all inside was all this cocoa powder inside. And you took a whiff of it. And it smelled so good, you know? But you didn't want to put it up your nose. Don't do that. That's not good. But all the chocolatey smell. And then you get a couple spoonfuls, a couple scoops of the chocolate, and you mix it in cold milk, and you mix it around, and you drink it down. Oh, it was so. I was never a big fan of Ovaltine. Remember Ovaltine? I made a big deal of that. Remember the Christmas story with Ralphie? You'll shoot your eye out. That Ovaltine was like the big thing, and I don't know. I never liked Ovaltine. It had a funny taste to it. Like I don't know. Like it just didn't taste right. So I was strictly a Nestle's Quick guy. That's what I did. And but I love chocolate milk. I just love it. So National Chocolate Milk Day. Have some chocolate today. Well, whatever else you're having today. Thank God it's Friday. TGI, maybe you're having pizza today. when I was a kid growing up, we didn't have meat on Fridays, and because we're Catholic. So back then, it was thought of you would sin, you'd go straight to hell if you had meat on Fridays, and especially don't have meat during Lent or really not only Fridays, like the whole thing. Uh, and you know what? I still adhere to that. Like you try not to have meat on Friday. Like today, salmon, which is good. Salmon it goes with the diet. Salmon's good for you. So salmon, maybe pierogi, you know, maybe pizza, mac and cheese. There's a lot of things you can tuna fish. There's a lot of things you can have on Fridays in lieu of meat. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. But when I was a kid growing up, it was actually a sin if you had meat on Fridays. So we never had meat on Fridays. You'd go straight to hell. So that's my funny story. Okay, okay. I want to talk a little bit about the Eagles and what my prediction is for Sunday. Of course, I'll be on tomorrow, and we'll talk more football tomorrow. But I think the Eagles go down to Tampa Bay 2-1. Now, here's the thing. The Eagles, they always have trouble down there for some reason. Remember, well, they lost. We all know how they lost last year in the playoffs now. That was a different Eagle team. They were all screwed up. But, and then we remember when we lost down in Tampa Bay, when we went down there, and Tom Brady, remember Tom Brady? Huh. And he beat us down there when he was playing with the Bucs. Tampa Bay has always been a thorn in the side of the Eagles. You remember the very last game of Veteran Stadium football, and everybody thought, oh, the Eagles are going to win that game. It's the last game of Veteran Stadium. It was cold. There was this old thing about Tampa Bay, the Bucs, because they're a Florida team, they couldn't play in cold weather. And it was cold that day. It was below 40 degrees. So everybody thought, oh, the Eagles are going to win this game. It's a playoff game, last game at the vet, blah, blah, blah. I'll never forget it. Tampa Bay came up and beat us. And that has to be in the top 5 of my greatest Philadelphia losses ever, 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 including Black Friday back in 77 when the Phillies lost in the 9th inning to the Dodgers. Oh, I actually cried after that game. I cried. And what other losses? Well, again, the Eagles losing that Tampa Bay game. And there were 7 heartbreaks. Being a Philadelphia sports fan, the heart breaks for the team. It does. So Tampa Bay has always been, excuse my language, a pain in the ass. So, we could go down there on Sunday, get a little revenge. A little revenge for last year, kick some butt, Baker Mayfield, kick his butt. I just don't think it's going to be that easy because here's the Tampa Bay lost at home last week to Denver of Snakes. And they got blown out too. Tampa only scored 7 points. And they're playing another home game. Usually teams have been blown out and come back the next week. And especially underdog. Tampa was playing underdog. They usually play well. So I'm not saying the Buccaneers are going to win. I think the Eagles will win 20-17. But I don't think it's going to be an easy game. So, especially, don't forget, Eagles are going to be without Dallas. The Dallas God is going to play. A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith are not playing this week because of injury. The Eagles' 2 top wide receivers. I think what the Birds are going to do is they're going to run the ball a lot. They're going to use, and they should use, Saquon Barkley to run. Jalen Hurts, I think, is going to take off and run. And it's going to shorten the game. It's going to control the clock. The Eagles just don't have the weapons. Yes, they have some wide receivers who, I don't know, they're not Devontae Smith. They're not. Why are we fooling ourselves? That's why I think the Eagles will keep the ball on the ground. The clock will move. It's going to be a 2017 kind of game. I just think so. I think probably the best bet you could make this weekend, is Eagles Buccaneers under. I believe the line is 42 and a half, something like that. I'm going because the Buccaneers probably get it too. And who knows what the weather's going to be. And I think the storm, Hurricane Helene, which is now a tropical storm, I think it's going to be out of there. And then, in fact, it's already out of there. I believe the storm is up in Georgia right there. So, the field should be okay. So, I don't know. I just think it's going to be another sport. So I would take Eagles Buccaneers under some. Let's say for an Eagles win. They're stinking rotten Dallas Cowboys wins. That they stink. And so do the New York Giants. Talk about two stinky teams. Woo! Oh my God. They were committing penalty. Al Michaels, who was calling the game, was even making fun of it. And it's like, more penalty? No, more penalty. So they stink. Oh God. I can't wait for the Eagles to kick their butts. Oh my God. In fact, the competition, you know what? I'll tell you what, yeah. The Washington Commanders maybe more challenged than the Eagles this year than the Johnson Cowboys. Look out for those Commanders. Their new quarterback, Jaden Daniels. I still think the Eagles are going to win the NFC East. But the Commanders look like they may be more of a competition team than the Giants and the Cowboys. I'm just saying. But the stinky rotten cockroach Cowboys won last night. And so we're 2-2, but they didn't look too good. Right? What, 20-15? That was that. That wasn't good. And they got a lot of tough games coming up. They got played Steelers and Pittsburgh. They got the Lions coming up. Yeah, some tough games. So it's good. Good for the Cat. But. So, but tomorrow we'll talk more about football. We'll get the NFL Parliament segment. And maybe what the rest. We're excited. So, the other day I was thinking about this. And, I'll retire. I'm 87 years old. I'm just kidding. And I'll retire. So, I thought, sometimes I understand social. Once a social worker, always a social. That's the way. That I was a social worker for 30 years, mostly in nursing homes. And, once in a while, we'd have a famous person. I just famous. I always hoped there would be like the Hologram and he was coming to the nursing home and I would be the social worker. I would be the guy that's going to be talking. But we never had a big so that could. Well, we had different, like, I remember one time there was a lady who was on vaudeville. She was on vaudeville and she told me that she was even in a show with Bob Hope. Thanks for the love. I can't get that song. We thank you. Yeah, she was dancing around with Bob. But anyway, and you get some semi-famous people, old ball players and stuff. But I was thinking, wouldn't it be fun to have like a real Hollywood celebrity coming in? would be fun for them, but fun for me. Just for instance, let's say Howard Cosell came, and he was a resident at my website. And I was the guy who needed to go in and test his cognitive skills. So I go into the room. I'm like, "Oh, Mr. Cosell, it's nice to meet you. Could you tell me what your name is, please?" My name is Howard Cosell. I'm in ABC Sports. Oh, we thinking of you already. His roommate falls alone. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Anyway, what about Rocky Balboa? What if Sylvester Stallone was a resident on my unit in the Dorset? Here's how it would go. Hey, you. Hey, come on. I want to talk. Hey, 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 listen, what happened to my scrambled eggs? What happened to my scrambled eggs? I didn't get no scrambled eggs today. What the hell? When you talk to the kitchen. Do I have to go down there? Do I have to go down there? Talk to the kitchen. I yell for the bitch. Where's my scrambled? Where is my scrambled eggs? You know what I mean? Where's my scrambled? Yo, Adrian. I thought the nurse's name was Adrian. Yo, Adrian, where's my scrambled eggs? I said, no ketchup on the scrambled eggs, too. What the? Will you get me some scrambled eggs? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Could I have another plate for my dog Buckus here? Buckus is here. He wants some scrambled eggs, too. There is no dog named Buckus there. I said, that's it. That's it. What about Jerry Lewis? Wouldn't it be fun to have Jerry Lewis on the unit? Huh? I go in and say, "Mr. Lewis, how are you?"
I'm fine today. How are you doing? What? You look very, very delightful. Lady. Are you a lady?
I'm not.
You've got a lady's voice. You got a lady's voice.
Jerry Lewis. Jerry Lewis. Jerry Lewis. I don't know. When you're retired and you're old, you have all this time to think of this shit. It's like, what the hell? What the hell? So anyway, that's about it. That's all I know. So see you get. Oh, by the way, did I tell you this is yesterday was episode number 400. Yeah. If you love this quality entertainment that every day on my Unbreakable Spirits channel here on my beloved YouTube, you could find more episodes and be even more entertained by going to my channel and looking up the old episodes. There are 400 of these. Can you believe it? If you really want to get tortured, go and watch them. Oh, and a lot of them had my friend Bud in it. There he is. Look. How could I forget the patron saint of this fine podcast? There he is. I miss him. I love my Coco and I love my Katie, but I miss my Bud. There he is, Bud. We love you and we miss you. By the way, as I always say, that was a birthday cake we got him for one of his birthdays. Look at this scarf on him. What a dapper boy. And as I always say, just in case you are concerned, not a real cake, not real candles. Look, yeah. Hug man. All right, so that's it. You're gonna have to do without me for the rest of the day. So, everybody have a good day and have a happy Friday. And we'll be back tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but we'll be here. I know we'll talk football. Phillies play again tonight. Oh, by the way, I want to say before I leave, I'm really sad about these Oakland A's. We had the A's in Philadelphia. I don't know if anybody is old enough to remember the A's, but we had the A's, and they left us. Now the A's were in Oakland for 57 years. 57 years. And they're leaving? That's a disgrace. Don't let me get on my high horse here and start preaching. But what the hell? These baseball owners ought to be ashamed of themselves. The reason they're leaving is because the owner was going to sell the team. He wants to build a new stadium in Las Vegas. Wow. Hoity toity, Las Vegas. In the meantime, they're going to be playing in the minor league stadium in Sacramento. Well, the problem is people didn't go out to CDAs because they had a crappy stadium. There was sewage coming down over their roofs. Who wants to be sitting at the ballgame eating popcorn and there's piles of crap, real crap falling over your head, right? Oh my God. And, it's just like if you have a house, you got to fix up the house, right? Sooner or later, a house is going to break down and become dilapidated. You got to keep up with it. That's the way it was with the Oakland Mausoleum, Coliseum. The owner never did anything to fix up the stadium. So, and plus the Ace stunk. They got an okay team now. They got some young players who are promising. I love to have that Mason Miller, that reliever who throws like 104 miles an hour. Oh, but most of the years, the owner never put any money back into the team for free agents. He just didn't care. He just didn't care. He just wanted his money. He was greedy, 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 greedy. And so the A's are moving. The A's played their probably last game at Oakland today, and they won. Ironically, they beat the world champion Texas Rangers. Can you believe that? You know what? It's really, really tough to repeat as a champion in any sport. Think about it. Texas Rangers win the World Series last year, not even in the playoffs this year. It happens all the time in sports. That's why, as much as I hate to say it, a team like the Kansas City Chiefs, you got to give them their due because they've won the Super Bowl 2 years in a row. It's really hard to do. And they're going for their third this year, which would be a record. Not going to get it because the Eagles beat them in the Super Bowl. Mark my word. But so goodbye to the A's, right? I mean, they'll still be there, but it's not going to be the same. The Catfish Hunter, Reggie Jackson, Jose Canseco, Mark McGuire, Ricky Henderson, Dennis Eckersley, all those old athletic players, right? It's a shame. It's a shame what went on there. But hey, you got other fish to fry, and so do I. I'm worried about the Phillies, and they're finishing the season this weekend down in Washington. They have the week off. The boys are going to rest up, and then they play whoever they play in the divisional playoffs starting next Saturday. We don't know what time. Next Saturday at home, Citizens Bank Park, the Phillies start the playoff run. Don't do anything next Saturday and Sunday. Pencil it in. It's going to be Phillies baseball. And guess what? Next weekend, the Eagles have their bye week. They're off. So it's going to be all Phillies next week. All Phillies. So we're going to have to really, really hope for the best next week. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Peace and love. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye. Have some chocolate milk tonight. Chocolate. Make sure it's chocolate.